Hey, you little buggers, how you doing out there today? Looks like everything is running pretty good so far. Wow, hey, we got a little bit of news today, huh? That President Trump, man, he's cooking. He's cooking. He definitely does what he says. I think that's really great. He don't mess around. It's about time we have somebody in here who's not a politician. This guy is a this guy is something else. He's really good, really good. Jeez. Hey, did you see where that guy was crying? That well, I think he's a senator. He's kind of like boo-hooing about because of the immigration problem. They're checking him out at the airports and stuff. I guess caused quite a disturbance. But gee, you crying like that, you got to get a grip, man. I mean, you can't have people like that in the Senate that cry. He hurt his feelings. He cries. That's too bad. Makes me feel sad for him. Not. Well, anyway, looks like the blue collar world is going to be lighting up pretty soon with all these jobs that'll be coming down the pipe. And I'm sure it's not the pipe that they use to empty the swamp or the septic tank up there, but there's going to be a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs coming, which we need. Got to get back in the groove. Really, I used to chase work all over the place. I was working in Texas once, building houses with my buddy Rod. That was kind of nice. Outside of Conroe, Texas. Hot though, it was kind of toasty. Did that for a while. The only thing was though, when we were building houses, you go over and I did all the cutting, and he run the nail gun. We used to do one of these little houses, one a week, just the two of us. We used to get a couple of people to help us stand the walls up. Used to go down to the local store, and there'd be 4 or 5 guys down there. We used to give them a little bit of cash near the Hobby Airport, and they'd help us stand the walls up. They were already all nailed together, and it worked pretty good. Yeah, start like 4 o'clock in the morning. Get out there, get up and get going. Have a bite. Be home at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. Do that 7 days a week. Yeah, it was a pretty good deal for a while. Then, of course, everything fell apart in Texas. So we both went back up north. But it was fun while it lasted. Kind of nice people in Texas. Like it. Liked it a lot. See that I'm retired every once in a while. I get the itch to maybe go back that way or Arizona. But I can tell you this though, when they used to drop the package off, of course that's the wood for the job. I recall one time I went out there, I picked up a 2x4, and there was a snake that was almost as big as I was underneath it, and it wasn't a garter snake either. It was one of them rattlesnakes. And to this day, I bet you that 2x4 is still there because I just walked away. Scared me to death. He looked at me, I looked at him, I was gone. Yeah, I never went back for that 2x4. No, no, I'm not too friendly with them varmints, them snakes. I like things with fur flowers. You know, I got a few of them around here. Matter of fact, I got one by my chair here. I'm kind of like petting her ears. She's a little rescue bugger. Her name's Pissweasel, alias Baby. She's a lover. Took a while to get her like that, though. Man, things are really rolling along, though, with President Trump. I'm happy. He thinks like a blue collar man. He may wear a suit, but he's blue collar, true and true. Sure is. He built quite an empire. He did something right. People would say he did this or did that, but he played by the rules, and he's good. Good man. Good man. But there's a lot of people out there that kind of like don't like him. They protesting and stuff. I think that's really ridiculous. you know. Yeah. Some things, in life kind of bug me. You have women that wear these little pink things around for breast cancer. And I was thinking, there's a lot of men out there that have prostate cancer. Do you think maybe if we took a little prune and stapled it to our suit, we'd have a little insignia to stand by when we would go out there? I'm just curious about that. Yeah. Another thing that bothers me, speaking about prostrates, did you ever go fill your truck up with gas and all of a sudden you put the nozzle into the truck and you got to go to the bathroom and you start doing the pee pee dance and hear the nozzles like on the low side just pumping a gallon an hour and you're like doing the pee pee dance out there in the middle of the gas station? Yeah, back in the old days, gas stations used to have restrooms. These little buggers they have now, all they got are places where they sell cigarettes and chew and stuff like that. You're kind of up the creek. So, I usually do the two-step when I go pee-pee dancing. That's probably a new word that you've never heard before. Right, Dougie? Yeah. My little bugger here. Scratch your ears all day. What a lover. We got them 3 cats over in the back. They're kind of like hanging out and sleeping. Muff's downstairs, the other little dog. Yeah. I'm in charge of the zoo here, basically. Work a little bit, but I'm head house mouse. Don't mess with my dishes. I run the dishwasher. Matter of fact, I run everything. Washing machine, snow shovel once in a while. Not like up north. Maybe we get about 6, 8 inches of snow once in a while here in Richmond. I got to do the walk. That's a whole 20 feet. Takes me about 5 minutes, and that's enough for me. It wasn't like the old days when you used to have to shovel the roof off, shovel the driveway, get home, shovel the roof off, shovel the driveway, and you did that for about 7 months. No, that's all changed. Down here it's nice, Like you have 3 seasons in a week. I mean, it had snowed. The next day it was melted. The next day it was in the 60s. You could ride your bike, do anything you want outside. It's just a gorgeous place here, Richmond, Virginia. Like I say, anybody needs a place to live or looking for a job should head this way. A lot of things going on. You'd be surprised. Be surprised. Yeah. A lot of places over the years that I had worked, man, I chased work all over the place. You know, yeah, did some pretty good things. I worked as a iron worker, steel worker. I've done heavy equipment. I'll tell you what, in college housing, them little buggers, they were a lot of fun. College housing was fun. I got to tell you that. Those kids are crazy little buggers. I used to get invited to all the parties, and it was great. It was really great. I met a lot of nice people. Towards the end, their kids were coming up. Well, they'd come up to me and they'd say, "Hey, Rodney, you remember my dad?" Yeah, yeah, he was the one that probably brought the chickens over that they were going to barbecue. They were all live and nobody had the heart to kill them. So they had to get rid of them. Of course, they stuck them in the basement. We used to take little tours around the buildings every day, and all of a sudden you go down this dark basement and about 6 chickens run you out. You know what the hell's going on down there. I had to put up with snakes and lizards and all sorts of stuff like that that would go in the basement. These kids, rats, I remember one time I go into this one apartment, the college kid had these rats in a fish tank with no cover on it. Yeah. And I said, man, you can't have these things here. So I talked to him to get rid of them, so he brought them down to the pet store and gave them. I swear to God, I go to another apartment, they got those 6 rats in a cage. They came back. I go, holy cow, that didn't last too long. And rats are probably still up there. There's probably 600 or 700 of them now. Well, whatever. It was kind of fun. Met a lot of nice people. College kids were great. Like I say, I used to do all the parties. They'd ask me if they could have a party. I'd say, yeah. So they get their kegs and they get all the furniture and they bring it all outside and stick it on the lawn. So I used to go to the parties and have a few beers and joke around, have a good time with them. When it come time to shut the party down, I'd say, okay, boys, you got to bring them couches in. Because let me tell you, many a time before I didn't go to the parties, we used to have furniture all over the lawn. Of course, sometimes it would rain. It was just a mess. Trash all over. So I guess maybe I was the head guy to run their parties for them. They appreciated it. They're good boys, though. Met all sorts of people. Yeah, good. Good deal. That was a fun job. Had a good time. Good time. Back in the day, yeah, when I was little.